in the original Kabbalah, in the original Hebrew Torah. And this is something that still a lot of people don't even get. And if you look at it even in the King James, you can kind of get a surface meaning of it. How many times was light created in the Old Testament in Genesis? 2, not 1. How does that make sense? 2 lights? It says, and then let there be light, and then there was light. But the sun hadn't been created yet. Sun came later. So what was that light that he was talking about? There's a lot of Yeshua phrases where a lot of people ask me all the time, they're like, what did he, all right, come here. Shh, shh, shh. What did he really say? My response is always the same. I don't know, I wasn't there. Not that I'm aware of. But I can give you deeper understandings from the language that he would have said it in. Praise God for Mel Gibson. Strange words to hear coming from. Because people never thought before Passion of the Christ, most people never thought, oh, he didn't speak English? English didn't exist, y'all. It didn't even exist. He didn't say words like spirit. That's Latin. Latin may have been around. The chance of him learning the word for spirit in another language and using that one instead of his own native tongue is kind of odd. That word he would have used is ruha, which means more accurately breath. So when you see a lot of his teachings about spirit, what you want to do is take your little Gideon Bible, either that you got from the hotel or the little green ones that you get on the urinals in the rest areas, and take the word spirit and just cross it out with a pencil and write the word breath above it. In some cases, they meant spirit, that underlying substance, the pneuma. But in most cases, it was more accurately breath. Now I'm going to read you something. This is saying 50 from the Gospel of Thomas. If they say to you, where did you come from? Say to them, we came from the light. The place where the light came into being on its own accord and established itself and became manifest through their image. Manifest. We don't know what words mean anymore. What does manifest mean? People create, bring into being. That's what we think it means. People are obsessed with manifesting. I want to manifest, manifest, manifest. That word manifest is a Latin word that means obvious. You're manifesting all the time, but you're only manifesting that which is obvious in your consciousness. You can focus on whatever that physical thing is that you want. But if that's the 2% of your conscious mind and 98% of the iceberg that wants to be, I want to be one with God and I want to realize union with God, and you're 98% frozen, floating in the ocean of God, made up of God, and you're not willing to bring that darkness up into the light. But what happens if 98% of your being is in that darkness, and that's where you've really been relating from, but you're denying that it exists? And when it comes up into the light, what happens? It hurts and you suffer. Unless, and I'll talk about the unless this afternoon, so there's the hanger. You'll get that this afternoon. But network marketers are going, I got to write that one down. If they say to you, is it you? Are you the light? Say, we are its children. We are the elect of the living Father. If they ask you, what is the sign of your Father in you? Say to them, it is movement and rest. Where does movement and rest apply in your life? Are you breathing or are you being breathed? Are you living, creating, doing, or are you taking time to be? We're not human doings, we are human beings.